So I was studying abroad in Madrid, and I was doing a language program with the Hamilton School, which meant that we signed a language pledge. So as soon as I landed, I could only speak in Spanish, which was difficult, because at Williams, I'd only taken up to Spanish 104, which is like intermediate.
Yeah.
And when I got there, I mean, people were talking fast, right? Especially the people from the south of Spain, Andalusia.
Yeah.
La 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 la. So when I got to my host family, I was living with the host mom. Her name was Mercedes, and she only spoke in Spanish, and she was from the south. Spoke very fast, and I think part of the reason that I'm confident now in my Spanish is because of Mercedes.
Okay.
The Spanish was great, traveled a whole bunch, ate a lot of good food. I mean, all in all, if you're thinking about going abroad, commit. Go abroad.
Okay. Did you go to other places?
I did. I made it to France, I made it to Morocco, I made it to Algeria, made it to the United Kingdom, made it to Italy, trying to think any other, and all over Spain.
That's so much.
Yes, yeah.
So wait, was there any academic work?
Oh, was it?
Did you do academic work?
That's a good question. So the Hamilton program, I'd say was a lot less rigorous than Williams is now.
Oh, okay.
I was taking 4 classes, but let me tell you my 4 classes. One of them was flamenco, so I was dancing. Another one was a Spanish class, which was a good class.
Yeah.
Another one was an art class. So every class was in a new museum. So, I mean, that's not really too much work.
No, that must be nice.
Yeah, and then my 4th class was an internship.
Okay.
So I was tutoring little students after school, actually mostly students from Morocco who just immigrated to Madrid, and I was tutoring them in Spanish after school, which was amazing.
Yeah. Before that, what major are you?
Polyec in Spanish.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and why did you take arts classes?
Well, no, I mean, the thing was, the Spanish major at Williams actually accepted my classes. So I'm done with the Spanish major.
Oh, okay.
The only thing left is I have 2 classes left for my political economy major, and then I'm done with Williams.
Oh, okay. So that's why I just said, let me take any classes for
Yeah, and they were fun ones. Like flamenco, like I can confidently dance now. I can move my body. Yeah, I can move my body. I can move my hips.
Okay.
Before I was stiff, I couldn't move. But the art class, I'd never taken. Have you taken art history?
No, I haven't.
Take one. I mean, trust me, it's transformative. I'd never taken art history, and I was like, this is the chance, let me do it.
Just did it.
I saw everything. Everything there is to see about art.
That's good. So you studied for 1 semester abroad?
Yes,
right?
1 semester abroad. A lot of people do a semester, and I was actually looking at the numbers, 70% of the junior class, roughly, goes abroad for at least 1 semester.
Wow.
A full year is too long.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think so.
You miss your buddies, I miss you, you know.
Yeah.
You miss the campus, and you're too far removed. Like, I came back, and I didn't know 60%, I'd say, of campus. Because the sophomores, well, now I know. The sophomores, I only knew you guys for like a year. And then the freshmen, I didn't know at all.
Yeah.
So because of that, I mean, I came in and I didn't know. Yeah. And the seniors, a lot of them were abroad last year. So the ones that, when I got back, the ones that were abroad, I like reintroduced myself to. Yeah. Sophomores, I had to get to know again. And freshmen, I mean, they're freshmen.
You said you went to a lot of other countries during your study abroad. Would you say it's very cheap to travel around?
Definitely.
In Europe?
Yep, I was taking Ryanair flights. They were like 30 euro flights round trip. I was hopping from Madrid to all over, 30, 40 euros.
Just go and come back, it's
cheap.
cheap.
And then we'd stay in hostels. So I'd say like 5 euros a night for a hostel, 10 euros a night. Okay. Not the best. Like sometimes I'd be in a room of like, the most I stayed in was 25 people. And I mean, you're just in bunk beds. But for 10 euros a night, I mean, you can't beat it.
Yeah. And how about the cost of living? Like food, you know, how was it?
All included in the program. My host mom cooked. And so, I mean, she made the best food. Something that I miss the most is Spanish food. Yeah. Actually, today is Dia de Andalusia, which is the south of Spain, where she's from. And let me tell you, the people in the south of Spain have the best food. It's probably because the Arabs were in the south of Spain for so long that the Spanish culture of the south is very Arab influenced, right?
Oh, really?
Yes. So actually, the name of the southern Spain under the Arab times was called Al-Andalus. And today it's Andalusia. And so they cook with a lot of good spices. The north doesn't as much. They dance well, their Spanish is a bit faster, and they also incorporate a lot of Arabic terms. Like ojalá que means like oh Allah que, which means like oh God, I hope that. Which is, I mean, these are all Arabic.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what influenced your decision to study there?
In Madrid, specifically because my sister, I knew was going to be there. And my sister's my best friend, so I had to go with her to Madrid. Yeah. She only lived about 20 minutes walking away from me, so I'd see her all the time. We'd hang out with her host family. She'd come hang out with my friends. We traveled together. She lived, so I was in this district called Almagro, which is a bit further from the outside of the city where she was. I was a bit closer to the center. About 20 minutes walking north was where she was. She was right next to the Bernabeu, like the Real Madrid stadium. So I would go to her house to watch the games, and we'd hear the atmosphere of the stadium. She was right outside, which made it awesome.
Oh, did you go to watch any La Liga games?
I did. Yeah, I went to 2 Madrid games.
Yeah.
Both amazing. Expensive though. And I was sitting like last row possible.
Like how much?
Like I paid 120 euros for one, which is like the cost of a trip.
Yeah.
I could have taken a trip with that. And the second one, I think I paid 180. Wow, but I went to the Dortmund Madrid game. It was a Champions League.
Okay, yeah. Is that why it was expensive?
Yeah.
A lot of people come, right?
Everyone was there. Everyone was there. Yep.
That's why I want to go to England, you know? I'm a big Chelsea fan.
Chelsea?
I want to go Chelsea. I want to go watch
Cole
Chelsea.
Palmer.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to go to London, you know? But I mean, I've talked to people, 2 people who went to London. I've talked to Natasha and they both went to London same time.
Do they like it?
They liked it, yeah. And well, they are complaining about the cost of living. You have to, if you want to, like, you have to buy your own stuff and cook food.
Really?
Like, if you try to buy food all the time, you're going to waste a lot of money. Yeah, because it's expensive.
Yes.
But aside that, they said it was amazing.
That's good.
So I'm thinking about going to London, but I haven't decided yet. For a semester.
Look into Madrid. The cost of living is not that much. I think I was paying 8 euros a month for the public transport, and that's all I took. I mean, my host family was cooking for me. I never had to worry about the food.
I think I have to think about that. Now that you've mentioned it.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to go to London, right? Wait,
yes.
Would I need some kind of visa?
It depends. I didn't need one as an American.
Okay, yeah.
But from Ghana,
but I heard they have some kind of permit, like if you're going to London, to the UK right now from Europe or something, you need some kind of permit.
Yeah, but I think I got mine approved in like 10 seconds. I just applied online and immediately I got the email, you got approved.
Okay. I mean, from Ghana to it's not difficult to go to UK, so.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so I'll think about it. Yeah, I have a lot of options, you know, but I don't have enough time to decide, I feel like, so I have to make my decision fast. So, but thank you for sharing that. Yeah, and also about you mentioned your major, right?
Yes.
Is it
political economy?
Political economy.
Yes.
Okay. What are your decisions career-wise? Where do you plan to go into?
So right now, I mean, I'm a second semester junior, so I have to start narrowing it down because I only have realistically a year left until I head out into the real world.
Yeah. Have you done internships?
I have. Whatever that means, heading into the real world. Right now, I'd say I have 3 paths in front of me. During winter break, I met with a number of military recruiters, potentially joining the US Army. That's one option I have right now. Another one would be to go pursue my education further. So because of the Global Scholars Program, we actually just got back from Oxford about a week and a half ago, and I fell in love with the campus. And because of that, I'm now considering potentially doing graduate or doctoral studies at Oxford, post-grad, if I get accepted, you know, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
But I will hopefully be studying for that. I'll be doing my thesis next year, something Saudi related, something Saudi economic development, transitioning away from an oil-dependent economy to what it is now, a green economy.
Sports, and there's also a lot of sports.
Yes,
you know?
oh yes.
Like they post a lot of
that plays into it.
Yeah.
And then my third option would just be to join industry, right? Okay. Get into private equity, get into venture capital, get into investment banking, something of that nature.
Okay. What Williams resources are you using to help you decide?
So I'd say, I mean, this is a plug to everyone watching to come to the Career Center. I'm a career peer advisor. We help you with your resumes, we help you with your cover letters, and then we also help you on the job search. And then, for example, myself, I'm interested in entrepreneurship. So, and then there's different people at the Career Center that are in charge of different categories. Like there's a specific person for entrepreneurship, her name is Hope. She just came in this year. Like I'll shoot Hope an email because I'll see her on the list and I'll be like, hey Hope, I'm really interested in entrepreneurship. How can Williams help me out? And Williams helps the students out.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, thank you very much for sharing all this. I really appreciate it. But also, in terms of the Career Center you mentioned, what advice do you have for students other than coming there, you know?
Other than,
resources can they use, like online?
Yes.
What can they search for? Do you have some resources online?
Definitely.
Like the Career Center?
Yes. Use the alumni directory as much as you can.
Okay.
Every internship I've gotten so far during Williams has been through the alumni directory.
Okay.
I've yet to go through the formal application process. I've been very lucky that alumni have been able to help me out in the past, and I'd recommend Williams students do the same. All that entails is going on the alumni database. You just look up wherever you want to be, whatever city, whatever industry, shoot out 10 emails. 5 will get back to you. 2 at the end of the day will help you find something.
Yeah.
Williams alumni are amazing.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Thank you very much for coming on again for a second episode. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
I'm very honored.
Thank you.